Hi everyone, KitaSean here, so welcome back to another Hololive card game video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about reprints in the upcoming booster box number 4, Curious Universe, and 2 new starter decks that got revealed. Let's go ahead and talk about them. So, Curious Universe booster box number 4 releases on June 20th, 2025. 1 month from now. Super exciting about that, but they have already revealed a bunch of cards in this set, and they've been doing it for the past 2 weeks right now. I'm actually going to be talking about each card that they revealed in videos. Look forward to that. It's going to be released later this week, so if you guys have not subscribed to the channel just yet, do it now so that you guys can check out those videos. But in this video, again, we're going to be talking about the reprints in the upcoming booster box number 4, Curious Universe, and the 2 new starter decks. So to me, the one thing that I think Hololive card game needs to do is to reprint debut cards. These are essential in Hololive card game. They're technically commons, but because of how many you need in a deck, anywhere from 8 to 12 copies are needed in a deck usually, but they become super expensive and hard to find once set gets out of print. That's why I believe reprinting debut cards is absolutely necessary, and it makes the game more accessible, especially for fans who just want to build decks around their favorite Hololive members without having to break the bank. The best way to make those debut cards more available, in my opinion, are starter decks. These decks make it easy to get your hand on essential cards without spending a fortune. Just to give you an idea, some debut cards that are released in the booster boxes, as of right now in Japan, they could run from 50 yen all the way to like 980 yen. That's insane for a common card, and you need like a dozen of them. Now, if we're talking about foil versions of these debut cards, those are obviously a lot more expensive. I've seen them go from 980 yen all the way to like 2,000 yen. For foils, remember that. So coming out this August 29th, we're getting 2 new starter decks featuring Amane Kanata and Hosho Marin. Confirmed reprints in these decks include their debut card, which you can run unlimited copies of in your deck, and the first cards. So that's, again, super awesome. I love how they're doing these reprints as starter decks. Also, for those who are following the meta, you guys know that Kanata's second card is currently limited to 1. So we might be seeing a brand new second Kanata card in this starter deck. And same goes for Marin. We're likely getting new cards for her alongside the reprints. It's not just these 2 getting cards in the starter decks, their generation mates are also getting cards as well. Kanata is 4th generation, so Luna, Towa, and Watame will be included in her starter deck. Marin is from 3rd gen, so Pekora, Flare, and Noelle cards will be included in her starter deck. We can assume that these members will just get new cards rather than reprints, and this is basically giving us a 3rd gen and 4th gen starter deck, which is, I think, really cool and fun for those fans of those generations. Also included in these starter decks are going to be 3 staple support cards: Nodoka, Mane-chan, and Mikorone. Nodoka and Mane-chan have always been in starter decks. These are staple support cards that every deck is going to be using, but Mikorone is brand new to the starter decks, and this is actually really cool because Mikorone is a somewhat expensive card in Hololive card game single wise when you go to card shops in Japan, usually around like 780 to 980 yen, which is quite a lot. Now, with this, we don't know exactly how many copies are going to be in the starter deck, because depending on the starter deck, there have been maybe 1 copy of Mane-chan or 2 copies of Mane-chan, maybe even 4. Same thing with Nodoka. So with Mikorone, we don't know, but I think at least 1 copy each will be in these starter decks, and which is nice and everything, but you definitely want to try and get 4 copies of Mikorone in your deck because that's actually a really good card. But Mane-chan and Nodoka, usually you run about 3 to 4 for those guys as well, maybe even 2 to 4 depending on how your deck is built. Now let's talk about the reprints in the booster box Curious Universe. So we're getting 2 reprint support cards as of right now, and again, it's going to be Mikorone and Mane-chan. So these are getting reprinted, but they're getting different artworks, as you can see right in front of you. The Mane-chan one is really cute. I can't remember the artist name for this one, but I do know that Hololive fans do know. Just a reminder, guys, I'm actually starting to get into Hololive Hololive, so I'm still new to all this things going on. I'm still learning who's this, who's that, why that stuff. But I do know that I've seen a video of this artwork, and it's really cool to see that this Mana-chan is getting this artwork. And I know a lot of Hololive fans that play the card game are super excited about this as well. As for Mikorone, again, it's a reprint, but different artwork, and again, this is super exciting. Again, Mana-chan is from set 1 and the starter decks. Mikorone is from set 2 and now entering starter decks. So, you know, it's just a lot easier to get these staple support cards now instead of paying a fortune. So singles for Hololive card game in Japan can get pretty pricey, so it's really encouraging to see reprints happening this early in the game's life. I personally think reprinting common versions of all the PCs and some key tools would help the player base a lot, and I really want to see some mascots get reprinted as well. I think that's going to be pretty key as well. Now, of course, they don't have to keep doing it with different artwork. They can keep using the same artwork. I think that's nice, but I think it would always be nice as well to, you know, get some new artwork as well, so that, you know, collectors can collect. But I do think that when this card game does release in English, cards are going to get quite pricey, and hopefully they can figure out a way how to get these reprints ASAP in the English version as well once the English version starts to release. But yeah, that's basically going to be about it. So there you guys have it. That's basically going to be about it. If you guys have not subscribed to the channel just yet, definitely do that. To be really cool. And then if you guys want to see the other videos of me talking about the cards that they revealed already, those are releasing later this week, so remember to hit that notification bell. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Laters.